Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us. Today, members of the Hamilton Police Service Homicide Unit will be providing an update on a homicide investigation that began on March 6, 2025 in Waterdown. At this time, I would like to invite Detective David Brewster to the podium.
Okay, good morning. I am Detective David Brewster, as stated, from the Homicide Unit, and I'm just here to provide a bit of an update on the Dirk Nyhouse, or Jeff, as he's referred to by family and friends, homicide from Waterdown from March 6th. So by way of a bit of a brief recap, on March 6th, approximately 8 p.m., the Hamilton Police Service received a phone call from a friend of Jeff's that had gone to his house to check on him and located him deceased in the home. Hamilton Police and Emergency Services responded and confirmed that he was deceased inside the home and was suffering from an injury from a gunshot wound. So at this time, I would like to announce that we have arrested and charged 40-year-old Corey Mahoney of Alberta with the second-degree murder of Jeff Nyhouse, and we now know that it occurred on the morning of March 3rd, 2025. The motive remains unclear at this time, but I can say that it does not appear to be a robbery, and we have no information that it was drug-related. The accused and Jeff were known to each other, and it appears that the accused was an invited guest into Jeff's home on that Monday. And an interaction between the two ultimately led to Jeff being shot inside the home. The details of the interaction remain unknown at this time, but we do not believe that it was a random act. Earlier this week, we traveled to Alberta and arrested the accused without incident. And we executed a search warrant at his residence looking for additional evidence. The investigation moved very quickly and covered a large geographic area. And I'd just like to take a minute to thank the Halton Regional Police for their assistance, as well as the RCMP K Division out in Alberta for helping us bring this investigation to this point. The accused has been returned to Ontario to face charges against him. And at this time, I'd be happy to take any questions.
Where in Alberta did you live?
South of Calgary. Yeah.
And earlier, I think when police started to investigate the homicide, it was noted that the victim, had previously been married and he was living at home alone at the time, but that he had also in the past had roommates, short-term roommates.
Sure.
In this case, is that what police believe happened, that the accused was, lodging at the home, or do you know anything more about the relationship?
It does not appear that was the case. No, it appears he was just invited there on that day, as a friend.
How did they meet?
I don't know that.
Are you able to touch on their relationship at all? Like, how do they know each other?
Mutual group of friends. It seems that they both were part of that same group. Jeff was a pool player, a billiards player, and the accused seems to have been one as well. And so it seems that they've met through mutual friends.
And how is he killing him?
Gunshot wound.
And has that been recovered? The weapon?
It has not.
Do you know what the accused was doing in Ontario to give you guys a reason?
No, I don't have any information for his purpose for being here.
Do you know how long he might have been here? Was it a week, longer?
It was a few days. Yeah.
Now, from what we understand, Dirk/Jeff was a gun enthusiast. Was he killed with one of his own weapons?
I don't know that he was a gun enthusiast, and I'm not prepared to say whose weapon or what weapon he was killed with. Like I said, it's still not recovered, so that's very much still ongoing.
Do you have any insight into kind of what happened and how this ended up in the shooting?
No, I don't. There was just the two of them in the home at the time. Through CCTV footage in the neighborhood, we can establish a pretty good timeline of when the accused arrived there, but it seems like everything was fine in the home. And then, like I said, ultimately an interaction occurred between the two of them that resulted in this.
Through the autopsy, was there any indication of a struggle? Did the victim have any signs of defense wounds, if you will?
Yeah, I won't speak to that. That's going to be evidence before the courts now at this point, so I can't really touch on that.
How many times was he shot?
Again, same answer. That's going to be evidence before the court.
Was it the CCTV footage that pointed towards the suspect?
No, I would say that Jeff's group of friends that I mentioned before, following our initial media release, started to reach out to us, and were very cooperative in assisting and trying to help us establish a timeline, which focused our attention into a very specific time Monday morning.
Do you know when the accused went back to Alberta?
I do, but again, I won't talk to that.
We were hearing that he hung out at a place called Shooterville in Burlington. Does it have any connection with this? Is that where they met? Is that where your friends are from?
I don't know if that's where they met. I do believe that the group of friends does hang out there, as well.
Do you, I guess, have any more information on how the arrest happened with, like, did Hamilton police officers go to Alberta, or like, how did that work out?
Sure. Yeah, we did. We traveled. We sent some investigators to Alberta, where the RCMP then took over as the officers. They're sworn as officers out there, where we are not. So they effected the arrest, and we were there to assist. And then we sent additional officers from Hamilton out to return them back to Ontario.
How many officers?
I don't think I'll speak to that. A team of investigators went out. Yeah.
Can you say, sorry, where south of Calgary, like the community?
No. I could, but I'm not. I don't want to speak to the address yet.
Sorry, why can't you tell us the community?
Just his parents and everything all still live there. It's a small community, a small rural community, and I think it would be unfair of me to address the address. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
That'll conclude today's conference. Thanks for coming and sharing our messaging. Thank you.